Yo guys, what's up? I'm Grubby and I'm an RTS, MOBA and variety streamer, and I've been told a lot about Godsworn, which is a new RTS. It is a classic mythological RTS. My chat was interested in it and wondered if I'd played it before, and I hadn't, so I figured, what the hell? Let's try it out today. Currently there is a demo available. It's an early access game and you can get the demo for free. It doesn't look like there's a paid version yet, but there are some Patreons that are supporting the game already. It's similar to Age of Mythology and Age of Empires 4, which I've of course played before quite a bit. It's by Thunder Oak Interactive, that describe themselves as a very small team making an RTS that's usually made with much larger teams. So I'm wondering, can it stand up to the scrutiny of an experienced competitive multiplayer RTS player? And is that their goal? Or is this more in the direction of an RTS such as Frostpunk or Northgard, which are RTS in name, but aren't similar to Age of Empires and Blizzard RTSs in that they are meant to be sustainably long replayable in a competitive environment, and perhaps even spawn esports if it is, grassroots sustainable. They're going to be in early access for a little bit, they said, and the planned release date is in 28 March, so that's in 1.5 months from now. So far, I don't know much about the game, except that it's a classical mythological RTS set in the world of Northern Crusades. But it's an epic fantasy retelling of it, with pagan gods and tribes clashing against crusaders and armies of heaven. Choose a divine hero, rally worshippers alongside mythical creatures, and smite the unworthy. So I kind of like the setting. I dig that. Fantasy / mythological rubs me the right way. I'm just going to jump into a custom game and do what I always do. I'm going to start stress testing various parts of the game, kind of get a feel for how the engine works. And in the meantime, I can't help but drink in the atmosphere of the game as well, as I try to discover the objectives of the game and to see how viable I think it is to have a lot of fun with long term. But I'll also try to just kind of experience the game rather than coldly analyzing every system. We got a couple of options. Let's check it out. Okay, we've got two options. Sol, Goddess of the Sun, faction difficulty easy. A warrior with healing powers. Strong wealth-based economy. Menace, God of the Moon, faction difficulty hard. High damage assassin, ambush, tactics and raiding. Now, it would be a high ego for me to start with this one. I'll just start with the standard choice, Sol. Easy, and we can always crank it up from there onwards. So it looks like there are multiple win conditions. In traditional Blizzard RTS, you have to destroy all buildings and units in order to achieve victory. Age of Empires series already deviates from that, similar to turn-based strategy games, in that you can also win via other objectives, like controlling sacred shrines, like in AoE 4. And here, apparently, something like 32 worshippers. So let's see. Defeat all enemies. Defeat conditions are keep Sol alive and keep the shrine standing. So it looks like we have a hero. Minimap is in the bottom left. Overview and share resources. I'll start like a proper game soon. Just kind of checking the UI. Assign unit to ally. That's kind of a neat functionality. Show diplomatic states. Oh, just a little menace is an enemy, yum yum is me, and then there's the independents, which I guess are like creeps, like neutrals that you can defeat.
Attack this! Attack this! Look at where my light shines. Protect this.
Nice different voice lines for different pings that you can give an ally. Let's take a look at the buildings. You've got dwellings. Dwellings increase the maximum amount of units you can have. Alright, let me look at the UI up there. We've got 7 out of 10 in the housing department. And in fact, it's 7 out of 10 out of 100. AKA, you can increase your max population cap to 100. And right now, it's 10. Oh, I've never seen that kind of depiction before of population. Usually, you have to guess at the maximum pop cap. For example, Stormgate had 300. But you didn't know it until you reached it. Or, of course, if you read some news about it. That's pretty interesting. 8 out of 10. I am noticing that new units spawn automatically and begin in a default praying animation here. Yes. Because I'm only 8 population. That feels very much like some other games I've played that are RTS. Does anyone know Beasts and Bumpkins? Beasts and Bumpkins. It's an ancient RTS where units automatically reproduce so long as you make houses where they can procreate. You even see a little funny vibration of the farm that when the man and the woman are getting it on. I don't know what they're doing in there, but a baby comes out. You love that game? Another game? Oh my god, yeah. Beasts and Bumpkins. Ancient reference. And it's similar to like Populous and whatnot. This game feels a bit like Northgard so far as well. But it looks more classical RTS-y than Northgard, which is a much more smaller scale and perhaps more accessible way of doing it. In Northgard, you turn villagers into army when you're ready to train them. And I think that's how Battle Realms works as well, right? Where you take villagers and you train them and they become warriors, which is very realistic, rather than training warriors that didn't exist before in terms of population. But that's the way that I'm usually used to it in RTS. So we've got wood with a maximum storage cap of 5,000. So Blizzard RTSs don't have a maximum storage cap for gold, wood, and so on. And neither does Age of Empires 2 or 4. So this is actually more like some of those sim games, such as what's the one I just played? Against the Storm. They are billions. I think they have maximum storage caps. Wealth. Wealth is primarily used for producing units and upgrades. It can be gathered by building an ore gathering building near an ore vein. Then we've got faith. Faith is primarily used for casting divine abilities and producing mythical units and upgrades. It is generated by worshippers praying at the shrine. Just like Age of Mythology, right? Additionally, the hero generates a small amount of faith by default. Okay, how much? How much dost thou generate? Don't think it says here, or at least I haven't seen it yet. And then worshippers,
there is
10.
No more housing available.
Right. 10 out of 10 out of 32. So the maximum supportable. Oh, okay. Assignable 10, aka worshippers are your workers. Oh, okay. And if you reach 32, I think you win. It said so at the start of the mission. So I've got 10 possible worshippers, and all of them are currently assigned to worshipping. Who are they worshipping? Me? No, they're worshipping this hero, aren't they? The likeness is staggering. It's the same, isn't it? That's so cool. She's got her own statue. And then 32 max. And what's this? Insufficient housing. Oh, so it has like a little there's a little pop-up bubble that tells you about problems in your society, which is definitely a new school modern RTS edition. So you can make foresters.
No more housing available.
My assumption when you make a forester is that one of your villagers, one of your worshippers will automatically walk there and make it, which is how even the tried and true veteran RTS attempts, such as Zero Space and Stormgate, these are RTSs that try to be like StarCraft with their own differences and creativities, right? Even in those, these are considered quality of life improvements that are made to make RTS more accessible. And I think considering the popularity of games such as They Are Billions and Against the Storm, it's working. But then again, StarCraft 2 was also very popular, even though it did not have such ease of use. So I don't think we should underestimate the potential player base for RTS and say that it's necessarily necessary. But let's see what happens. I'm guessing that this villager is gonna walk over and build it. Okay, well, same thing, right? This or this, I guess he was closer.
No
so if I build a gathering hut here, this person right here is gonna make it. Okay, that makes sense. So it takes away the whole you have to pick a villager, press build, go to a sub menu, choose a building, make it, and then shift click send them back to wherever you want them to be. And I'm guessing once this villager is done, this worshipper, sorry, It's gonna finish it and go right back to worship. Oh no, of course not. It's gonna gather wood. That makes even more sense. He got his little axe from the forester. What about this? Yeah, and okay, so they start interacting with the building that they came from. And as we can see, buildings have occupancy, just like in Against the Storm. You can have 2 gatherers for 1 gathering hut. And the forester can have 2. So, very different from Blizzard RTS.
There is no more housing available.
Yum Yum is my name on Steam. Can multi-workers work on the building? Oh yeah, good question. Can you power build?
Requires fruit. Requires fruit. Requires fruit. Requires fruit. We require vision. We require vision. We require vision.
Okay, so you can only build. Can I delete this? Demolishing in 5 seconds. Oh, I see. Interesting. So in Against the Storm, I believe it is, when you press delete on a building, it automatically deletes instantly, right? But in Age of Empires 4, in order to help you not accidentally delete, you have to hold down the delete button in order to delete it, which is a very undynamic way to ask a player to interact with the control scheme. Because let's say if you want to be fast, you do this, you do this, you do this. You don't want to stand there and hold delete for a few seconds. Because it's undynamic and there's a lot of inertia in that in your control scheme. Looks like I'm going to lose my hero. Here, you press delete, then it's going to demolish in 5 seconds. So that if you regret it, then you can still cancel it. But you are at least allowed to move on and go to the next thing. Because it's going to delete in 5 seconds. So you can be like, okay, you delete, you delete, you delete, you delete. And then, I guess if you made a mistake... Can I interrupt the disband? Or are they all going to die now? No!
Do you require offerings? Bring us good weather.
How do I prevent the disband?
Yes.
Bring us good weather.
Delete this band. Delete this band! Huh?
My slumber is
Oh, okay.
over.
So when you press this band, this thing slowly fills up. You have to press it again. But if I have multiple units selected, I say delete. One of them deletes, then a second, then a third. And I have to press it how many times to interrupt? 3 times again. So I have 3 units. In order to kill all, I have to be like delete, delete, delete. And in order to undo it, I have to go delete, delete, delete. But there's no visual that the cancel of the delete actually worked. It makes sense that it cycles through, that you may not want to like... You may want to like quickly select them all and delete one of them if you need to free up population. But there's no visual confirm that the delete has been cancelled. Yeah, NPC has no chill. Who's this? Marauding.
Yes.
So I always do this. I want to get into the game and just play like a new player, like I play other games. But I always end up testing all the systems in an RTS. Why can't I stop doing this? I do this every time. Just play the game and then later on figure everything out. Just play, right?
Of the world tree. I shine on the fields of gold.
Do you require offerings?
Okay, I found something else. Yeah, I was QA in my previous life. You aren't wired that way anymore. Yeah, I'm a scientist. Bro, you got a problem. Yeah, I know. Alright, I found something else to talk about. You guys are probably wondering, what is the gameplay loop? How do you start playing? Where are the creeps? Can you get experience? Are battles fun? How long are games? These are normal things. You guys are normal. These are things you want to know. Here's what I'm thinking. I've added this one to Control Group 1 and this one to Control Group 2. And I want to know how many clicks it takes to focus the camera on them. So now I'm going to try that. I'm going to press 2. It selects him. Now I'm gonna press 2 twice. It went to him, but now I'm gonna try it slower. Still worked. Now I'm gonna press twice on 1 to see if I can go focus on my hero.
Ruler of Dowson.
Ah! 2-2, 2-2, 1-1, 2-2, 1-1. Ah! See? 2-2, 1-1, 2-2, 2-2, 1-1, 2-2, 1-1. Ah! See? It's not consistent. I don't know why. Because on the same screen? I don't think so.
The solstice is near.
2-2, 1-1, 2-2, 1-1, 2-2, 1-1, 2-2, 1-1, 1-1-1. 2-2-2, 1-1-1, 2-2, 2-2. See, it's not consistent. I don't know why, but I bet Juan is very disappointed in this. Anyone called Juan?
Shine bright.
That feels a little inconsistent because I was noticing like, hey, why when I press 1-1 it doesn't go to my hero?
Ruler of Dowsos.
It's not consistent.
Enemies are destroying my shrine.
And I don't know why. Usually I understand why, but now actually I was not able to find a system yet. So anyway, we have inadvertently found out that you can level up. Because the AI keeps raiding me. And we are now level 3. And I noticed at the start of the game I had 4 magic resistance, and now I have 5. So there is a decimal scaling for magic resistance. There's decimal scaling. We found out the important stuff in the game. Maybe it went 4, 4.5, 5. I don't know. I also don't know if magic resistance is subtractive or percentage based. Magic resistance subtracts magical damage. This is calculated before the defense type. Aha! There's attack types and defense types. Speed 5. Speed 4. Alright, let's check it out. Let's take a race.
Can you hear the howls come?
Enemies are destroying my shrine.
No. Come on. I want to see a race between you.
Solstice is near. I protect my people.
Okay, you're seeing the difference of 1. You ever wondered how big of a number 1 is? You're watching it now. That's the difference of 1.
I watch over the land.
Okay, let's try rapid movement. 1 here, 2 here, 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 1 here, 1, 2, 1, 2.
I will light them
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, it's better than Age of Mythology. It's better than Age of Mythology, and it's better than Age of Empires 2 in 1 right click and 2 right click.
I shine
In Age of Mythology and AoE 2, when I do this, the wrong unit goes to the wrong place.
One can be burnt to ash.
So the engine is faster, it's more responsive, makes sense, it's newer. This is the gameplay loop, 1, 2, 1, 2, yes. Okay, so what is this? This is our shrine. Worshippers arrive. Aura that heals nearby friendly units, and worshippers arrive every 40 seconds. You can upgrade your shrine to tier 2. Unlocks new buildings and upgrades. Gain bonus health. Worshippers carve wooden idols that are placed around the shrine. These minor gods grant you their blessings. God of travel, gateways, and change of seasons. What level is he? Can I see his level?
Mother of stars.
He's level 5. I see. He's got 6 magic resistance, but only 4 armor. And he's got 6 movement speed. Yeah, we killed his hero. So, I wonder if the win condition is kill the hero and the shrine at the same time. So there's no chance for respawning. Or maybe you only have to kill the shrine. I don't know. Do I have... Oh, halt. Halt units. H. So there's no stop. S doesn't do anything. There's only H. I can get used to H. What about A? There's no... Oh, interesting. There is A. And the cursor does change to a sword when issuing attack commands. If I right click, I don't attack. And if I A left click, then I do engage and attack. I can also change stance via C. Balanced stance, aggressive stance, and defensive stance. I'm assuming it changes how far she will chase. Defensive, she will attack when attacked. Balanced. What about aggressive? I wouldn't be able to know now, of course. But do I have any special abilities? And god powers? Or do I just level up and get stronger? Open divine skill panel. Oh, there we go. Solar ray. Where's my ray? Report bug. I lost. They attack too much. Just kidding, I'm not gonna troll their QA. Alright, let's try again. That was a little bit of testing. Now we're gonna try the gameplay loop. I always tell myself I'm gonna start with the gameplay, but it makes more sense to test the game first.
The sun rises.
You can report the 1122 bug. No, I don't need to. I already streamed it. If whoever made Godsworn, checks notes, does not watch streams of their own game to take QA, that's their own fault. Thunder Oak Interactive. I'm assuming that someone is going to tell them when people stream, or they're going to find out. If I was a developer of a game, I would have a page with Twitch open on the second screen. They're going to find out. You're not going to play, you're going to test body blocking, let's be real. Okay, let's test. We'll test body blocking and surrounds first, and then we're going to play. Oh no.
I protect my people.
It's too late.
I watch over the lands.
They have 2 developers, literally 2-person crew. Oh my god.
Bless my
I
heart.
shine on the fields
Really?
of gold.
Over there.
Body block a god?
I protect my people.
You try to body block a god? Who said that? Yeah.
Do you require offerings?
Wait, do units
I
not have
shine
collision
on
at all?
Fields of gold.
Over there. The hearth calls.
I'm very bemused by the different formations they can strike while literally clicking in the same place. You know what this reminds me of?
God's will me.
When a kind of authoritative teacher asks you the question, they ask you a question and you give an answer and they say, "Are you sure?" And then you start just changing your answer because you feel anxious under the scrutiny. Like, go here. They're like, okay, we're there. I'm like, are you sure? Well, maybe I should stand here instead?
All right.
Alright,
Bring us
let me
good
see.
weather. Bring us good weather.
So they can literally just walk through each other. So there's no body blocking. And also, there's no hold position on worshippers. See? There's no hold
I have
or
come down
stop
from the
or
stars.
anything. They are basically as addicted to worshipping as I am to faster than light right now. So you can get them to do something else for a bit, but they'll always keep
Shine
thinking about
bright.
worshipping and they're gonna go right back to the shrine. You can't keep a villager here for a while in order to in 5 seconds build a forester. Perhaps I'm like, I don't have enough money to build a forester yet. So instead of building it and then they go, I will actually send a villager here, do something else, and then I want to go build the forester, but she's already going back home again. Because there's no way to keep her there.
The world below the light.
But of course, that's a skill issue as well. If I have 42 wood, and I'm gonna have 50 soon, right? Then I'm not gonna send it when I'm at 32 wood. I'll send it at 42, do something
There will
else,
be no
and then when it
harm to my
arrives, I'm gonna
children.
build the thing. But yeah, workers have no collision. We don't know if armies has collision or not. So let's go see if you can build army actually. War camp. The war camp trains light and ranged infantry. Very good.
Not enough space.
In my light, one can heal. A mother protects.
Gonna increase the volume a little bit. So
I shall
let's see.
brighten those lands.
Can go around. These are neutrals, I
None
guess.
can stand against my light.
Zealot independent. He's got 6 magic resistance, 1 health regen.
So long as light remains, there will be hope.
It feels strange not producing villagers,
Warden
but it's
of the
automatic.
world tree.
Bring us good weather.
Can make a dwelling, which is Q. Why is it mining here, wood, instead of here? Why did it go all the way over
Shine
there?
bright.
There's trees. There's perfectly good trees right here.
Thank you. I am sworn to you.
Okay, that's better. This was her default location.
Don't stare too long.
Oh, looks like we freed a worshipper by defeating the
world
bandits
below
here.
the light.
So that's an interesting advantage.
My most sacred is Altis.
I'm experiencing something strange, right? When I press A, that's an attack move.
Peace
See?
shall return.
You can see the icon. When I press A here, that works. But when I press A left click on the ore, it deselects my
Shine bright.
my trooper instead. And it's obvious, right? Because left and right clicks have many functionalities in an RTS. We have a mouse with two input devices, left and right. They use something called smart targeting or context-based interpretation. After all, if I left
In
click
my light,
on
one
her,
can be
it selects
burnt
her.
to ash.
But when I press A and then I left click somewhere, A,
The journey continues.
when I press A and then left click somewhere, now rather than selecting something, it becomes confirm movement of the thing you're holding.
There shall be no
So it
peace
does it.
while they live.
Whereas normally when you right click somewhere, it moves
Forward.
there. But if you right click on an enemy, it attacks them, which is not the same as moving there, right? So there's all kinds of different interpretations for each click. Whenever you first press A and then you press left click, the only interpretation should be attack in that direction or attack that thing you're attacking. So if I A left click on the troop,
Don't stare
it
too
should
long.
kill him instead of selecting him.
There will be no harm to my children.
But it selects him because it uses the wrong priority order of establishing what should be the interpretation of the command.
So long as light remains.
And why is it good
there will
that
be
A
hope.
left click attacks someone? Because in all games, you can right click someone to attack them,
Push them
and you can
back.
right
I
click
must
somewhere to
hurry.
move there. This is true in all RTSs. That's the interpretation that right click has, and that's good. But what happens if you misclick and you misclick right here?
The path is
What happens
chosen.
is that you will not fight the enemy until you get to the location, because right clicking is a forced command. You're
I shall
taking
brighten
free
those
hits.
lands.
Because of this, RTS players learn to attack move
The journey
everywhere when they
continues.
expect potential resistance. Therefore, you would attack move here instead of right clicking there. That way, if you meet
The
somewhere
Sunbringer
halfway,
leads the way.
you meet enemies, you start fighting, which is preferable considering your attention might be spread elsewhere. So that is why a left click on someone is the best of both worlds. If you misclick, you will fight anyone in your path. But if you do hit him, you'll focus that one. That's good. Fighting is gonna happen. But here's what a left click does here. It selects him. Okay, so we can make everything a skill issue, right? Because we
there
can
will
just
be no harm to my
we
children.
can just we now know how Godsworn works with this in the current iteration,
Housing.
and we can adjust for it. But the more skill issues that you have where you require the skill and interpretation
I'll be there.
of the player rather than doing it
return.
in the industry standard method, I think the
journey
worse it is.
continues.
So she has a cleaving attack,
Peace shall return.
so I can actually line them up
I can choose a new
that I can hit
divine
all three
power.
at the same time. Interesting. She has a baseline cleaving attack that is not described, it is only witnessed and then utilized. Her attack cooldown timing is actually visible on the cooldown clock of the attack button, which is a nice extra quality of life. Does this guy have a reforged aesthetic, or am I making it up? What you're seeing is the color used for the grass. It's a little bit the same color, but I would rate this aesthetic of the grass. While it's not S tier, it is definitely better than reforged. The color cohesiveness of the landscape, it's better. It's way better. There's something wrong about Reforged, the same way that there's something wrong about those uncanny photos of people where you're like, I don't think this motherfucker is real. We need to get off this plane. When you see that in the face, like there's something uncanny, that's how Reforged terrain looks like. Oh, by the way, right-clicking in places creates a funny little thump and a little splash up of dirt. This is just a way for the developer to make you feel like your clicks are real and do something. This of course doesn't do anything. I don't have anything selected, but it's satisfying in the same way that in Hearthstone Battlegrounds or in Hearthstone the main game, you can click and you interact with the environment. It looks like there is no different click whether you hit rock, water or land. I think it's a cute little extra thing. It looks very slow. Well, I'm not playing fast. It's kind of satisfying, yeah. Okay. I have discovered enough that I need to discover about the game. Now I'm actually going to go play a game. Well, actually, there's one more thing. Alright. Game begins. We start with a Forester.
Not enough space.
Not enough space. Doesn't look like I need to control group any units.
I watch over the lands.
I don't need to control group any units because I can just build buildings off the cuff without it.
The solstice is near.
I'm noticing that there's global hotkeys for buildings, but when I have my hero selected, pressing E doesn't work. I have to first deselect it by issuing a left-click command, then I can press E. Which, if you're going to create global hotkeys and the hero doesn't have any hotkey like E, then perhaps E should always work, even when I have my hero selected. That's my opinion. Is this sponsored? No, this is because my chat asked me if I play this.
Forward.
I like the music. The voice acting is pretty good.
My duty calls. Stand and fight.
The control scheme is a little lacking, but so far I think there's a good aesthetic. Hunter's Lodge allows you to produce food. You must build it next to deer. Witch Cabin. Recruits magical casters and mythical creatures. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's very annoying.
I can choose a new divine power.
It's very annoying. You need to deselect your hero before using the hotkeys for buildings.
Ruler of Dausos.
So we can choose new powers. Solar Ray or Jug of Light. Bless them. He increases health regeneration of all units permanently. Global passive. Hero ability. Let's go with the hero ability. We can also do a global... Oh.
In my light, one can heal.
We can also pick the global active. Sunbringer is called to gallop across the sky, revealing the area he rides over. Or we can do a turret that's dropped down from the sky. It deals burst of radiant damage around itself when enemies are near. Okay. Let's try the Sunbringer's passive.
I protect my people.
Let's play it now. We can probably choose where to cast it and reveal the opponent. Oh my god, look at the minimap. Oh my god, so what's he got? He's got a bunch of houses, gathering hut, he's creeping. That is a powerful scouting tool. We just revealed half the map. So he's got a bunch of dwellings. We should do the same thing. When I select my shrine, I also cannot use Q to make a dwelling. You must have nothing at all selected. Which is strange.
Shine bright.
I think it's strange. So we've got Solar Ray. Let's try it out. Okay. Radiant fire damage or healing an ally. Wait, is this entirely cooldown based? Or do I have a mana pool? Hey, look at this, guys. When you hover over your health bar grows to full size after a few seconds. No, I don't know what it does that I was seeing.
Burnt to ash.
So I'm healing here.
I'll be there.
I don't know what happened there. Lumberjack got killed by neutrals. Oh yeah. So we have to put new ones in.
Do you require offerings?
I still think... Oh, by the way, it doesn't pause when you open the menu. I want voice volume to be even higher. So I'm gonna raise master and drop everything else. I always like voices really loud. Except when I'm like in the train or something. Or trying to sleep. You can also click the blank icon to make people go inside. Okay.
The world below the light.
That is rather loud indeed.
A mother protects.
Okay, good. Alright, here's a deer. How much does all this cost? Oh yeah, I don't have any lumber anymore. So we can go Hunter's Lodge
My
here
most
later.
sacred is Altis.
Can we kill this? No.
I'll be there.
So we've got global spell. It costs 30 faith. Wow, he's got a lot of dwellings. And he is level 2.
I watch over the land.
So are we. Let's see if shift command
The
works.
Sunbringer leads the way.
Yeah, it does. It's missing that really telltale
Another
visible
protects.
sign of rally flag. Like if I click here and then down, you don't easily get to see
I protect my
that
people.
movement expressed. Oh. For some reason, they
There
still
will
didn't
be
get
no
to mining.
harm to my children.
Hits feel slow. Yeah.
Thank you. I am sworn to you.
The solstice is near.
So that's an event where you can free villagers. Yeah, the movement and the attacking feels pretty slow and ponderous, but it
I'll be
doesn't
there.
really bother me. Still strange that I need to deselect to make the lodge,
Don't stare too long.
but it works. Yeah, so let's say if I click here and then
My
here,
duty
there should be a
calls.
dotted line showing the rally point, which by the way is less pretty, but it's very functional. I understand why Q and Q, why I can't build a dwelling when I have my hero selected, because it's the same hotkey. However, I would say,
So long as light remains, there will be hope.
I just summoned my ult via the minimap and nothing happened.
So long as
I
light
used
remains,
F2
there
hotkey.
will be hope.
So there's the controls that says, hey, your global skill is F2. So I pressed F2 and I clicked here and then here on the minimap. I heard the steed. It went on cooldown. It consumed the faith. But the minimap was not revealed. Didn't vector the direction? Yeah, I did. I clicked here and then here. We'll try again next time.
Thank you. I am sworn to you.
There shall be no peace
Horse
while
does
they
not work
live.
via minimap, yes. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Housing.
That's what I'm saying. Wait, are you a developer or a player?
Mother of stars. There shall be no peace while they live.
He is deaf. Yoska. Sorry, still some stuff to do.
I have come
oh,
down
cool.
from the stars.
Cool. Are you the... I'm deaf. Oh, everyone is the deaf. Yoska's not. Are you the Dutch guy or the
I
Latvian
shine
guy?
on the fields of gold.
Not enough space.
Don't stare too long.
Groeten van Thunder Oak. Ah, cool.
Shine
Groeten terug.
bright. Push them back.
Okay, we can make workers. I wonder, can you change the control scheme for actions? Right, because now it's on Q. If I were to have this on 1, 2, 3, 4, then that would leave my building command free to make houses. What I mean is, I could have my hero selected because there would be no more overlap if these abilities were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Except that's not supported by the engine yet, but that would be a way to circumvent having QQ at the same time. Let me see. So right now it's on Q. Witch. We make witch. Oh. Hey, you can start things while paused. Herbalist heals allies, witch deals foul damage and debuffs enemies. And there's sticks and bones, which is an upgrade for a witch. And this is the upgrade for the herbalist. Okay, so it interacts with Pucus, a mythical unit that breathes fire. We can't build this because we haven't got enough wealth. Gathered by building an ore gathering building. Where's the ore gathering building?
Witching hour is here.
What's this actually? Is this repair? Oh, you can hide the... Wait, can you drag this around? There's like a lock sign that seems to suggest you could drag things around, but I didn't manage
Peace shall
it.
return.
The pickaxe, jeweler. Oh, a jeweler allows you to mine ore to make wealth.
Witching
Okay.
hour is here.
It's the jeweler. So this feels... The economy management feels a bit like Northgard. The lock toggles auto hide. Oh, I see.
Mother of stars.
Help! There.
I can see the spirit.
My star.
Don't stare too long.
I am noticing that...
I can see the spirits.
he keeps attacking buildings with some units,
I protect my people.
even though he's under attack. Which is good for me, but bad for AI.
Witch circle. I can
Kill him.
see the spirits.
So he's getting debuffed. Stops health regen, of which he has 4. So that's what the witch
circle.
does. That's pretty nice.
I protect my
Okay.
people.
Heal.
My duty calls.
This is very convenient. You can just
I
click
have
to
come
fill it
down
with a
from the
worshipper.
stars.
Is there a way to make... having more free housing speeds up the arrival of new worshippers.
So long as light remains,
I do believe that's
there will
very
be hope.
similar to North...
My
to,
light will burn them.
to Beast and Pumpkins, actually. And it might be similar to Settlers, but I don't
There
remember.
will be no harm to my children. My most sacred is Altus.
That makes sense.
Attack!
This is auto hide? Oh, yeah.
Warden of the world.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want to do that.
They shall burn. Perish!
Okay, so it
My
looks like
most
AI just
sacred
attacks
is
whatever's
Altus.
nearest.
None can stand against my light.
Nightshade and ivy.
Oh, he's got a Pucus.
There will be no
Wait,
harm
this is his
to my
army.
children.
Help.
Sticks and bones.
I watch over the land.
Don't build a house here. Oops.
Which way? I can see the
This
spirits.
is building a house there. I need more wood. Wait, requires tier 2 shrine. We need more foresters.
Building area overlapping.
Oh.
Not enough space. Not enough space.
Building area
witch
overlapping.
Their bones will crumble.
Can these guys fight?
You require offerings?
No, they can't.
Which way?
But luckily, this witch can kite.
Nightshade and ivy. Nightshade and ivy.
Bless my harvest.
Oh, I noticed that villagers,
Bones.
worshippers don't have a shift command queue.
Their end
Look,
draws near.
here, shift here. So only heroes were given
My
the
slumber
advanced
is over.
shift command technology.
Peace shall return. In my light, one can be burnt to ash.
Understandable, because they
I
don't
shine
fight.
on the fields of gold.
They really try hard to make villagers be as
Ruler of
independent as
Dausos.
possible. You got a level while dead? Oh, really? Let's see, golden apple tree. Spawns a golden apple tree that can be harvested for gold. Acts like an additional worker when placed on a resource building. Let's get the golden apple tree. How do I harvest it? Oh, there we go. Really? I love that.
I protect my
Oops,
people.
I had healing. I didn't heal myself. War camp.
Not enough space.
Alright, this was like our first real-ish game. But I was still discovering the game. Now let's play a real game. Now we're gonna play a real game.